Kink Live at the Bing Lounge, brought to you by Intel, is proud to welcome Ian McFeron and his band. All right, how you guys doing?
Fantastic. It's good to be here.
Thanks, yeah. It's. Do you want to introduce the people on stage with you?
Yeah, this is Elisa Milner on the fiddle. Norman Baker on the bass guitar. And that's new haircut Mark Bateman on the drums.
So I was looking at your tour schedule, and you're playing obviously in Oregon, up in Washington, Idaho, and in Colorado. I was wondering, when you're on the road, how do you keep yourself entertained?
We listen to a lot of music. We talk about music. We can be kind of boring, I guess, to hang around. We had a friend who was coming selling merch for us, regionally, and she was like, "Yeah, all you guys ever talk about is albums, But yeah, I mean, I guess when we have time, we try to see the sights. Elise and I go out to the East Coast and do a loop around the country every fall and spring. But sometimes the pace, you're only in the town for 15, 18 hours, and but we've cumulatively, you try to sneak in, a tourist spot here and there, and cumulatively get to see some pretty fantastic places. So,
is there a favorite venue that you've played, or one that when you tour you always try to book and go back to?
Yeah, I always sort of fall in love with these quirky little towns that are always like the random. You had a Monday off and someone emails and say yes. But I guess we're playing the Rockwood Music Hall in New York on this tour, which is a really great kind of roots music venue. In Seattle, we love the Triple Door, which is a beautiful venue that we love to get to. We're playing here at the Bridgeport Brewing Company on Saturday, which we're excited about. Be a fun little event. So, yeah, a lot of diverse kind of spread of different places.
You got to make sure to get paid in beer for that gig. That's good stuff at Bridgeport.
They're definitely one of the best brewing companies in the region.
So you've been in the game a little while now, back from 2003 when you released "Don't Look Back."
Yeah.
If you were gonna kind of go back and give yourself some advice now to 2003 in McFeron, what would the advice be?
Oh, that's a tough question. Sometimes I almost think the opposite, like it's better to not really know anything when you're getting into something like pursuing art as a career. And you sort of kind of take it piecemeal as you go. But ironically, no pun intended, looking back on the Don't Look Back album, it was sort of I don't know. It was like a really spontaneous thing. I didn't know anything about recording, or I'd been writing songs and sort of cobbled together this band, and we had a lot of fortunate breaks with KMTT in Seattle, which a lot of those folks are now here, which is neat to see. That station's changed a lot, but to see this kind of growing, there was something really unique about that station in terms of how. Not only how the on-air staff and the people, behind the scenes interacted, they were very positive, like a family, but the listeners as well, really, it was like everybody felt like they were part of something, part of a community, part of, discovering new music. And so that didn't really answer your question. I don't know, give advice to that, to that other person, but, who I was in 2003. I'm not sure. Keep going, man. That's what I'd say.
So you said, when you're on the road, you talk music, you listen to a lot of music. I'm always interested, someone that has a lot of styles that kind of influence the music that I hear on your albums. What do you listen to? What's in your CD player now, or your MP3 player, I should say?
I guess I always listen to a lot of kind of 60s and 70s roots artists. You sort of get off on different kicks periodically. This winter I got really into kind of reinvested in the band and started listening to their music again. We started sort of listening to their harmony structures and thinking about what nuanced kind of musical pieces they did, what made them such a special group, and so I guess some periodically get refocused. I mean, I guess modern folks, Ray LaMontagne and Ryan Adams, Patty Griffin, definitely favorites in the group. But we all listen to different stuff. Norm, listens to a lot of that stuff. Justin Townes Earl, another favorite. But he, plays in reggae groups and things. And, Mark, we all sort of kind of listen to similar rootsy stuff, but then have other things that we listen to. Elisa listens to a lot of Texas fiddle music that she grew up playing. And Mark listens to a lot of basically anything that features Matt Chamberlain on drums, who's his hero. He mistakenly bought the same car as Matt Chamberlain. We like to hassle him about that. He said he didn't know. The jury's still out.
Minor stalking, perhaps, going on? Well, enough about other people's music. Let's hear some Ian McFeron. Give it up one more time. Ian McFeron.
Money comes.